Please welcome back from Thomas Carr College, Oliver Pond in the senior section, speaking about what his biggest frustration is with the world today.
My biggest frustration with the world. This is an interesting question, not the one I'd like to answer, but hence. My biggest frustration with the world is why people worry. You know, why don't we just go around singing always look on the bright side of life? I understand why we worry. And for instance, Winston Churchill would stay awake all night, drink a glass of scotch to the wee hours in the morning, then he'd have a sherry with morning tea, then he would have a champagne with lunch, then he'd have another glass of scotch with afternoon tea, and then he would sleep at 4 because he was so worried about the time in history where it took place. And that's understandable. But worrying only makes things worse. Overthinking, and I do a lot of that, makes things worse. Worrying causes loss of sleep, as Winston Churchill did, and it ruins your day. Now, my dad taught me that if it doesn't bother you, doesn't affect you, don't worry about it. Because stuff's going to happen, you'll get over it, everything will be fine afterwards. But yes, my frustration...
That's your 2.
That's my 2 minutes.
Two minutes goes by very quickly when you're speaking on the spot. Beautiful. So our first junior speaker for the short notice section tonight, from Bacchus Marsh Grammar, please welcome Ishnor Dillon, talking about something that really annoys her.
Something that really annoys me. Something that really annoys me. A normal person would say something that really annoys me is the way she does her hair, the way she eats, the way my uniform looks, the way my maths teacher says a word, the way Vegemite smells. But you know what really annoys me? My sister. As an older sister, you would think that an older sister would love her sister wholeheartedly and think she's cute. Don't get me wrong, I love my sister a lot, more than I love my parents maybe. But sometimes she really gets to my nerve. Sometimes when I tell her not to do something and does it anyway, that annoys me. When sometimes she takes my stuff without asking and returns it broken, that annoys me. When she comes at 12 a.m., I'm scared, can I sleep with you? That's annoying. When she rips my homework and then makes a cute face and says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That's what annoys me. Thank you.
Back into the senior section tonight, please welcome Ryan Martinovic from Lakeview Senior College, talking about why his grandparents are the best.
Good evening, everyone. I'd just like to open by saying my grandparents are actually in the audience tonight, just there. Now first, they mean to me and why I think they're the best. They've always been there for me since the day I was born. Well, I think my mum can testify to that, as to how much they've helped over the years. I have so many fond memories. It's from the ranch up in Ravenswood to the current property in Ascot or from waking up and having some of Gran's delicious waffles, or to going out to Flemington early in the morning in my monster pajamas to check out the horses. I've never been able to say I'm proud of having my grandparents as my grandparents more than I am tonight. They've always been there for me, a rock for me to cry on, a shoulder to lean on a talking board to bounce back with. I just can't say how much I appreciate all that you've done for me. I also can't wait for what's going to be in the future. It's been a long while since I've stayed over, so I think we might have to organise something like that in the future. It's just always a pleasure to be with them and to be able to be in their presence. And as I love learning from my grandparents. I love the stories they tell, what they've done for their local community, everything that they stand for, and everything that they do. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. So please welcome back to the stage from Staunton College, Lance Dela Cruz, talking about something you should not say to your parents.
Good evening. Lovely to see you all again. So, imagine this. You just got arrested for committing murder at the age of 15. What do you tell your parents? I mean, obviously you're not going to straight up tell them you committed murder. You're going to try to warm up to them, like give them some nice snacks, some compliments, and then just hit them with the truth bomb, right there. Don't do that. Bad idea. Or just don't commit murder in the first place. Anyways, so what are some things you shouldn't say to your parents? Well, I'd like to start off with giving the kids a tip. Ask your parents this. I know the truth, and I bet you're gonna learn some things you never knew about them before. Like, you're actually adopted, or we're separated. How lovely, isn't it? And the number one thing you shouldn't say to your parents, I hate you. Because, all jokes aside, they actually love and care for you. Why would they let you in their home, feed you, give you nice clothes and a place to sleep? All for you to say, I hate you. So, the next time you see your parents, tell them I love you, because they really do deserve it. That's going to be it from me. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. We're now moving on to our next speaker, representing Werribee Secondary College in the senior section tonight. Please welcome Ishmeet Kaur, talking about a time she should have stepped in.
Usually when people ask me, or usually when you think of a time I should have stepped in, you think of something devastating, something traumatic, a fight, a bully bullying someone, or one of the most devastating in your lives, an argument, a fallout, a breakout. But when people ask me a time I should have stepped in, I don't think of the time that my sister got bitten by a dog and I just stood there like an idiot. I think of the time I went to my brother's room and I asked him, hey, do you want to go to Harry Styles' concert? And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, "Oh my God, yes I do. We should totally book tickets." I think about the time where fear and something traumatic was less devastating than kindness. I could go to his room and I asked him, "Hey, did you book those tickets?" And he said, "Yes I did. And I constantly went to his room and I asked him about the Harry Styles tickets. And I'm waiting, thinking about what I'm going to wear, how I'm going to see my future idol, my one and only wish come true. I go to his room one day and he said, "Have you booked the Harry Styles ticket?" And he said, "Oh wait, when did they come out?" And I said, "A week ago. I came to your room and asked you a week ago." And he said, I don't think I did." So one of the moments when I think of the time I should have stepped in was my brother's procrastination and his lack of effort in my dreams. Thank you so much.
Perfect. So please welcome back from Bacchus Marsh Grammar in the junior section tonight. Please welcome Maddie De Vera talking about her greatest achievement so far.
Good evening once again. My name is Maddie De Vera, and right now I'm going to talk about an achievement that I'm really proud of. So back in the room, I was thinking about what achievement I would like to share with all of you today. And one stood out against all of them. Where I am, standing right here today, standing in front of all of you today, in Wynspeak in the final round, and that is one of my biggest achievements. So a couple months ago, I found out about the opportunity from Schoolbox, which is where information is sent around my school, and I thought long and hard, do I want to join Wynspeak? I could try it. I could give it a go. So I decided that I'll just do my best and step in front of the stage and speak in front of you. And I got selected as a reserve to participate in round 4. And it was my first time. I was so nervous, but I gave it my all. And guess what? Right now, I'm here in the finals. And I just want to congratulate, even though they're not here right now, all the other finalists because they were so good in preparing speeches. And I'm just really proud of myself that I'm standing right here today. And I just want to thank all of the people who supported me to come where I am today. Like my parents who encouraged me to do my best, and Miss Hunter and Miss Haywood who came here to support me today as I spoke in front of this crowd. So thank you so much, guys. And I just want to encourage people to, if they're afraid to do something, just step up for the opportunity, because you never know, you might do really well or you might fail, but either way you will learn and you will grow in your skills just like I have done today. So yeah, that's what I'm really proud of being able to achieve. Thank you.
Please welcome back Stanley Webb from Footscray High in our senior competition, talking about if he had 3 wishes, what would they be?
All right, I'd like to preface this by stating that last year I got into the finals for Wynspeak. This is my 2nd year doing it. And last year, when I rocked up to the spontaneous section in the finals, I looked at my slip of paper and on it said, "What would you do if I had 3 wishes?" So my first wish would be that I have a different topic year after year. My second wish would be that the topic isn't wishes. And my third wish, and I know this might sound weird, but there's a lot of hatred and pain and suffering in the world. And there are a lot of big issues that people are facing nowadays. Climate change, homophobia, racism, sexism, all of that stuff. All very big issues. So it's kind of hard to pick one. What is the most important thing for a person to solve? How can I play God and pick which is the most important? So, ladies and gentlemen, for my third wish, I want a slice of pizza that regenerates after every bite I take. So I can have pizza whenever I want, and I don't need to worry about it running out. Thank you.
Please welcome back to the stage our next junior from McKillop Catholic Regional College, Ksenia Kasufrada, talking about if she could go back in time.
If I could go back in time, I think I'd probably go and take some comedy lessons. I have very bad humor, and I've seen that very often. Even at school, I try to make a joke with my friends. I'm met with cold stares and snickers. I think that's what's going to happen here today too. Last Wynspeak, I took it way too seriously. This 2-minute speech thing, I was full on running across the stage, talking to everybody, addressing everyone. This year, I think I'm going to take it a little more slowly. I'm going to calm down, try out comedy, but I think that's going to fail because I can't do that. Last year in Wynspeak, actually no, not last year, last time in Wynspeak, I tried way too hard to make funny jokes. No one laughed. It was awkward, very awkward, like it's awkward right now. So I think I'm going to end it off here. If I could go back in time, I would take some comedy lessons so I could come back here on this stage and make you laugh again. Thank you.
Please welcome back our next senior, representing Mount St. Joseph's Girls' School. Please welcome Natasha Stanley, talking about if she had one wish, what would it be?
Trigger warning, I suffer with this round of the night, so please be aware. Please keep that in mind. If I had one wish in the world, it would be to learn any and every instrument. As my parents know, I aspire to be a musician when I'm older. I currently do vocals and piano. And can I just say, the amount of hours I have put into piano is insane. When people say they will pretend to be sick and go to other extremes to miss on their piano lessons, they are not lying. Those are terrible. They are scary. They're just like, oh, I have piano again. Yay! No, it's not that fun. The endless amount of hours you put into the practice, into the lessons, is utterly insane. I have been staying up actually for the past few nights until 11:30 p.m. playing the piano non-stop. Good time. Love being in year 12. Secondly, if I could play any instrument, I would have my own mini orchestra. I wouldn't have to, hire people who could play guitar or play the violin to accompany in my songs. I do write original songs. And so that would be really exciting, you could rely on yourself, you could save money, and you'd have your own little mini orchestra. It would also be really nice to have the skills of being able to play any and every instrument before you went into the job of being a musician. I mean, hands up if you wish you didn't have to, learn the skills of the job you're in currently. You could just go into it straight away, earn money quickly. Exactly. It'd take off so much pressure, so much time. These past, 13 years, I could have been touring the world, but no, I was stuck at school. Yay. Thank you.
Nothing better than finishing with good timing. So please welcome back, also a junior representing MacKillop Catholic Regional College, Kamea Kapoor, talking about something she wished she could do in her sleep.
Now, imagine waking up, brushing your teeth, going to school, and sleeping. Over and over again. But then when you go to sleep, that wonderful dreams you encounter. But not many people realize that dreams are made from your past experiences. For example, if you've done something embarrassing, dreams reflect that. Now, this is going to sound really odd, but how many of you have farted in class? Yup. So one thing I wish I could take back in my dreams is taking back the most embarrassing moments. You see, that when I was in class, it was quite embarrassing. You see, we were studying science, and actually it was a reproductive system at that point. And well, I just ended up on the prime moment where the teacher was explaining. Whole deafening silence. I farted. Yeah, I farted. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Sir, if I could do something in my sleep, what I would do is I'd run back in time and I would stop myself. I'd be like, no, but do not fart. I do not want to fart in the middle of a lesson talking about the reproductive system. So in conclusion, if I could take back something, I'd probably take back that. And to add on, what I would also do, if I could take back things in my sleep, would I would probably confess to my crush in a dream. You see, when you're up there in reality, your hands get really clammy, right? And your eyes like, and then you're just like really, really, really like tense and all. So if I could do that in my dreams, it would be amazing. So in conclusion, that's what I would do. Thank you.
Beautiful. So we're halfway through our speakers again tonight. But we're going to continue on with our next senior from Tani Senior College, Kiara Hu, talking about items which you should not share with anyone else.
Well, there's lots of items which you can share with people, such as your clothing, whether they're hand-me-downs or in my case, hand-me-ups. If you have food that you cannot finish, a lot of us will often push our plate to someone else and be like, finish it. Obviously, there's drink bottles. A lot of us when we were younger would share drink bottles, and with your friends as well. So, what shouldn't you share? Well, there's the obvious toothbrush. I don't really want to share a toothbrush with someone who's had it in their mouth, and then I'm like, no. There's underwear. Underwear is just one of those things. You don't ever share it. You don't generally donate it either. You just give it out. You also have sicknesses. You shouldn't go around sharing your sicknesses with others. Not intentionally anyway. Keep that one to yourself. Sharing is caring, but not with sickness. And there's food once it's been in your mouth. I don't want the food once you've been like, yeah. Not my general liking sharing food sort of thing. It's more like open pack of chips. You take one, I take one. You take one, I take one. No, here's my food. Have it. So, at the end of the day, there's lots of things that you should share, and there's lots of things that are just a no-go. But we probably shared a lot of things with a lot of people in our lives. Thank you.
welcome back our junior representing Heathdale Christian College tonight. Please welcome Esther Hu, talking about something that would help bring peace.
Good evening. I'm Esther, and my topic tonight will be about something that will bring peace to others and yourself. Number 1, stay calm. Take deep, slow breaths and trust in your own ability to handle whatever comes in your way, and trust in your own potential to overcome your difficulties. Number 2, bring happiness. Do things that makes you happy. Spend time doing the hobbies that you love, whether it's swimming, whether it's doing sports such as volleyball, swimming, or basketball. To do things that you enjoy doing. Number 3, understand each other and build an inclusive community and be in other people's shoes, and avoid any arguments, and to be kind to each other and understand each other, which would bring peace to others and the community and the people around you. Overall, things that would bring you peace is to stay calm and trust in your ability to overcome any difficult situations, and also to do things that makes you happy, to understand each other and build an inclusive community. Thank you.
Please welcome back our senior representing Good News Lutheran College, Prisha Nayak, and her prompt is Seeing is Believing.
Hello, you know what? Oh, okay. Has anybody ever seen The Matrix? Like, have you guys seen it? No? Yeah? So, very briefly, The Matrix is about real life and what we see being an illusion. And when I saw it as a child, I believed that my life was a simulation. So, yeah, I came up with theories of how my life is a simulation. And one of them was that my dreams are real. And in a project at school, for some reason, I said that the life I live is not my life because it is a video game. And my dreams are a glance into reality. But you never know. Maybe my dreams are also a video game, in a video game, in a video game. I had no idea what I was talking about. Neither do I have an idea what I'm talking about right now. But see, I've been very lazy since my whole life. Hence why I'm sitting, because I just get tired of standing. And I've always been very gullible. You can tell me something and I'll believe you. Because I just can't be bothered arguing back to you. So, and that's the reason I took philosophy as one of my subjects in school. Because in philosophy, you really don't need to do anything, you just need to think. So, I think, and I think, and I think, to get nowhere. Which is what I have concluded from my life so far, which is like not even a quarter, or like, I don't know measurements, but I have just begun, I've just begun my life. And I've concluded that I'm done.
Please welcome back also from Good News Lutheran College, except in our junior competition tonight, Arav Manajan, talking about something he would like to do with chocolate.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you might know, my name is Arav Mahajan and I'm from Good News Lutheran College. Okay, let me just tell you, when I went into that room, I was nerve-wracked. I didn't know what I was going to get. But when I saw the topic of chocolate, I was pulled to it. And the first thing I thought of was one of the most nostalgic books or movies, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, I could do so much things if I were given the power of chocolate. But I chose two things. See, although this might sound like it's coming from a 2-year-old, I would go to the moon and plant a chocolate fountain. See, I just feel like if I went to the moon and planted a chocolate fountain, it would give me endless pleasure watching chocolate just rise up into the sky. And my second thing would be to create a great statue of myself, made of chocolate. Because I want to be a great comedian, which I don't know if I'm doing it well right now, but if I do it right, I would love to make a huge statue of myself with chocolate and also go fly to the moon and plant a chocolate fountain on the moon. Thank you.
Please welcome our next senior to the stage, representing Heathdale Christian College, Haniel George, talking about, is it better to be rich or to be famous?
Hello again, everyone. Like our lovely host told you, my topic is whether it's better to be rich or famous. And personally, I think it's better to be famous because it presents a bigger platform. Like my lovely peer Esther told you today, Angelina Jolie uses her role as an actress to spread the word to others. Sure, when you're being rich, you can donate money to charity, you can plan events, but if I was famous, I would be able to talk to millions of people because they all know who I am. Fame would help me spread the word about different world issues or even small businesses. This can help millions of people. And yeah, rich is being cool. I could buy a Lambo, I could buy a big house, I could move to America. But if I were to be famous, I would be able to give chances to others. Like I could talk about the water, not enough water in Africa. And so many people, if they like me, I mean, who doesn't? So many people would want to hear what I say. They would want to take a step to change. I could talk about world issues. I could teach people what is happening in the planet we now stand in. Doing this could change millions of lives, which is why I'd rather be famous than rich. What about you? Thank you.
Please welcome our next junior to the stage, speaking about something that does not exist, but you wish it did, Layla Todd from Footscray High.
Humour. Humour exists in some forms, but I wish it did not. I wish an absence of humour was in our world. I don't get humour. People stand up, they make fun of others, they make fun of themselves. Why? It doesn't make sense. If humour did not exist, I could be the hero. I could stand up, make logical arguments, and that would be enough. I would be the star. Is this humour? Is this humour? What is humour? What is humour as you grow up? When you're young, it's toilet jokes, it's falling over. But as you get older, your humour changes. It progresses. It's confusing. We should totally eliminate humour. And I should be the star.
Thank you.
So up to our final two speakers of the evening. Please welcome our last senior speaker representing Bacchus Marsh Grammar, Ian Hudson Lasala, talking about Do You Believe in Love at First Sight?
As a Filipino, our culture is riddled with a lot of references to love. We are obsessed with it. We have rom-coms, chick flicks, and everything in between, all in our media. We even have tropes such as an OTP or a one true pairing. Even words in our language have been codified to be built in with the concept of love at first sight, such as the feeling that you get when you see two people madly in love, that jittery feeling of giddiness, of excitement, of electricity inside. We have a word for it. We call it kilig. And to me, I never quite understood the concept of love at first sight within our culture. I thought it was a bit weird at first. That feeling of wanting to be with something for all of your time, to put all of your attention to it, and to do nothing but to pursue it and perfect it and be with it every step of the moment. Personally, I don't get the concept of love at first sight. But, as an academic captain, maybe I get it a bit too much. Spending inordinate hours at night doing the things you love, doing nothing but thinking about what you can do better, what you can do next. Maybe, instead of love at first sight, I found an obsession instead. Thank you.
Beautiful. So please welcome our last junior speaker and last speaker of the entire evening tonight, representing Altona College, Eden Carruthers, and her chosen prompt is Looks Are Everything.
Looks are everything. Probably one of the most controversial topics I have ever heard. But for some, it can be true. Without talking to a person, the only thing we have are their looks. We can't help it. It's only natural. The way that they dress, the way that they present themselves, the way that they move. I had a friend tell me that the first thing she does to judge a person's character is she looks at their shoes. I asked, what did you think of me when you first saw me? And she looked at my, at the time, Christian Dr. Martins, and looked right back up in my face. You see, my friend chose not to judge me at that point on what my shoes were. She had heard me from a friend of a friend. But in some cases, this is not so. A lot of the time, a person's initial thoughts and ideas about a person come from the way they look, the way they dress, the way they express themselves. If somebody seems to present themselves in a snorty, in a haughty way, they dress like they're the top of the world without even talking to them, the look of them, the way they present themselves, will allow other people to make a judge of character towards them and instantly not want to be friends with that person. So although looks aren't everything in a lot of situations, in the way of making friendships, in the way of first judgments, looks can be everything. Thank you.